Madeleine is joining us, who I understand is a teacher as well. Madeleine, hello.
Hi.
Hi, as an educator, Madeleine, what do you believe?
My question is because earlier I saw this 2013 curriculum. So homosexuality was not mentioned. So I was wondering, will it be included in the new curriculum?
Okay, Madeleine, I must ask you, are you involved in teaching sexuality education?
No.
No, okay. Well, let's address your point to Wei Li, maybe. Wei Li, will homosexuality be included in the 2013 curriculum? Madeleine, stay with us. We've got your questions answered right now.
Yes, we actually teach what homosexuality is, as well as the provisions in the law about homosexuality. But more important than that, we actually get the teachers to teach about gender roles and identity, which I think is very important because students, when they go through puberty, they go through this identity crisis and they need to find themselves. So it's a bigger topic rather than just homosexuality itself, and that is relevant to everyone. So it's not just sexual orientation, and in fact we do teach that they should respect everyone regardless of their sexual orientation, because we want relationships, them to form good sound relationships based on friendships, based on love, based on respect. Yeah, so
Madeleine,
that's more enduring.
Does that answer your question as to whether or not this will be included?
Right. Can I ask one more question?
Yes, go ahead, quickly.
Yes. Okay, the other thing is because I have teenagers children at home, and what if my teenagers were to go to school and ask the teacher, is it okay, if I is going into these homosexuality activities?
Okay, thanks, Madeleine. Maybe I'll ask Mohana that point. Mohana, I would imagine that if somebody brought this up, it came up to their teacher and asked this, it might be in a one-on-one situation, perhaps. How would a teacher deal with this?
Okay, I mean, this is the kind of question that the students will not present in the classroom. So it's a one-on-one. So in such a situation, we have to understand where the student is coming from. Is it seeking knowledge? Or is it that the child is already into such, relationship? And if it's the case, then I would probably escalate it up to the counsellor, who is more proficient and professional in dealing with such situations. So
just to clarify with our parents, these are trained qualified counsellors that every school has.
Every school has, yeah.
And
so you had something to add?
Yeah, so...
I'm not so sure about what you mean by giving the child help. If the child comes to you and asks about homosexuality, whether or not he or she wants to know more about homosexuality, or if he or she identifies as gay, lesbian, bi, or transgender, how are you going to help this child? What kind of counseling are you going to give to this child? Are you going to give this child support, or are you going to portray homosexuality or transgenderism in the light of deviancy? Because you say that you're going to educate children and teenagers about the legal provisions in Singapore about homosexuality, but you have to note that in Singapore, the legal provisions about homosexuality is to criminalize homosexuality, and to wrap it simply as just homosexual acts is an act of gross indecency.
Yes, you're referring to certain aspects of the penal code, I do understand. Wei Li, what do you say to that?
I mean, not fair.
A young person might not want to feel that when they take this step of asking for advice, that they would get a response that would be in line perhaps with what they feel is a negative impression.
We understand this is quite sensitive, so we actually give you full information about the legal provisions about the homosexual acts. So we don't criminalize homosexuality.
But is that the starting point? Because if it is the starting point, like Melissa says,
no.
you might be starting
That's why I tell you that it is actually in the larger area of gender and roles and sexual identity, and the terms, what they mean, the various terms, because some of the students are actually ignorant about the terms, so we have to start from some of the basics. I think where Melissa comes from, she's an older teen, whereas when we start from secondary 1 and 2, they really are exploring their own roles. I have a crush on somebody of my own sex. Am I a homosexual? And we have to address things like this for their mental and social well-being. And no counselor will want to make a child feel bad. The idea is you would want them to be to have the full information, and also to have the ability to have that social and mental well-being, so they are helped through the various decisions that they make. It is not from a point of view that is one-sided. No.
All right.